Impeaching the Vice President. Justice or just politics? Hi, this is an hour with Sir Noni editorial. The impeachment of Vice President Sara Duterte has dramatically crystallized the deepening rift in Philippine politics. Once coalesced under Uniteam Alliance of 2022, Vice President Sara and President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. now finds themselves locked in a bitter power struggle that betrays the hollowing out of democratic institutions. The impeachment, laden with corruption charges, assassination threats, and misuse of public funds, serves less as a moral tribunal and more as a political weapon. Such maneuvering signals a troubling ritualization of impeachment as a partisan theater, not as a constitutional safeguard. While much of the discourse has centered on the moral and procedural dimensions, the elephant in the room is the staggering financial cost incurred by the impeachment machinery. Scrutiny of Duterte's confidential fund disbursement revealed dubious transactions amounting to at least 254.9 million, money allegedly laundered through ghost recipients and hastily arranged cash envelopes. Beyond the alleged misuse of funds, the broader price paid by taxpayers is even steeper. Legislative hearings, congressional operations, court resources, mass rallies, each incurred costs that remain unquantified but sizable. As one Filipino commented and lamented on Reddit, this battle isn't just polarizing, it's a waste. My tax is wasted. My tax is wasted. Tumatakas pa ang suspect. For a nation grappling with poverty, inflation, and underfunded public services, such misuse of public funds, both in alleged corruption and political warfare, demands urgent scrutiny. Supporters of Vice President Duterte view her impeachment not as a call to accountability but as a calculated effort to suppress her political ascent. Calls from her brother, Representative Paulo Duterte, referred to the efforts as a clear act of political persecution. The impeachment drive, spurred by Marcos' allies in Congress, appears less a bipartisan quest for truth and more a strategic operation to derail Duterte's path toward the 2028 presidential race. The timing and coordination of multiple complaints suggest a tactical usage that undermine impeachment's intended role as a mechanism of moral accountability. The Supreme Court ultimately struck down the impeachment, citing a constitutional rule banning multiple proceedings against the same official within a year. While this ruling stopped the current proceedings, it did little to heal the damage to public trust. Critics argue that decision reinforces institutional impunity as the court's composition is widely seen as influenced by the Duterte legacy. Elsewhere, analysts warns that using impeachment as a default political tool strips of its moral and democratic purpose, diminishing the credibility of both Congress and Senate. Mass actions from civil society and religious groups such as the Iglesia Ni Cristo million-strong National Rally for Peace underscore the potent mix of civic response and political spectacle that this case has produced. This impeachment saga reflects not justice, but probably a national spectacle of political persecution and one with high price tag. The government focus on prosecuting Vice President Duterte has come at the expense of underserved communities and pressing policy needs. Public funds appear entangled in legal jousting rather than transparent governance. As a Filipino watch this drama unfold, the core question must be: will this crisis lead to a genuine reform, or will it merely entrench the cycles of political dynasties wielding state power for partisan advantage? Thank you for watching.